Hi, I've got another story for you. This is one of my very favourite stories. This is called Wanted Ralfy Rabbit Book Burglar. Some rabbits dreamed of lettuces and carrots. Others dreamed of flowering meadows and juicy dandelions. But Ralfy was a little bit different. Ralfy dreamed about books. In fact, he didn't just dream about them, he wanted to read them all the time. He made lists of all the books he had read, and he gave them all carrot ratings, all by the side. Some of his books included Alice in Warrenland, Around the Field in 80 Days, Attack of the Giant Fox Monsters. That sounds a bit scary. He made lists of books he really wanted to read. He placed them in different categories too. He even made lists of books to recommend to his family and to his friends, some of his very favourite reads. Ralfy loved to learn new words. He loved the smell of books inside. Oh, when they felt brand new. And he loved the sound of the pages flicking all the way through. He loved getting lost in stories, pretending he was the captain of a pirate ship or an intrepid jungle explorer. Yes, Ralfy loved books so much that he started creeping into people's bedrooms. He started reading them while they were sleeping. Ralfy was a little bit cheeky. And then one thing led to another. Ralfy didn't just read the books, he started taking them home. He crept off with comics and cookbooks. He dashed away with dictionaries, he nabbed novels, he pinched poetry. Ralfy had more books to read than ever before, and he was very pleased with himself. Arthur loved reading too. This is Arthur here. He had books all over his bookshelves. His shelves were buckling with fairy tales, bookcases bursting with picture books. So when gaps started to appear, along with half-eaten carrots and soggy lettuce leaves, and his favourite book, the biggest book of monsters ever, went missing, Arthur started to notice. Someone was taking Arthur's books. It was time to find out who. Arthur assembled his special surveillance kit. Then, with Teddy to keep him company, he sat in the dark and waited. And waited. Soon, he heard a little rustle. Arthur frantically rummaged for his camera and his binoculars. He shone his torch into the dark corners of the room, and that's when he spotted Ralfy. "Stop! Come back here, you little bunny book thief!" Arthur cried, but it was too late. All he could see was Ralfy's white, fluffy bottom running off into the distance. Arthur was furious. He told his mum, but she just laughed. "A bunny book thief? Oh, Arthur, I think your imagination is running away with itself again." He told his teacher, but she just said, "Arthur, I want you to go and have a long, hard think. Don't think that's right, is it?" What could Arthur do? That rascally rabbit had taken his favourite book of all time, the biggest book of monsters ever. But no one believed him. There was only one thing for it. Hello, hello, hello. Arthur called his local police station. A bunny book thief, you say? Well, fancy that. Well, was there anything unusual about this rabbit? I mean, can you give me a description? Said PC Puddle, sniggering. Well, he was brown, said Arthur. With a fluffy white tail. And he was wearing a t-shirt that said, "I love books." With that, PC Puddle laughed out loud. Okay, I'll let you know if I discover anything. He snorted. That night, Arthur felt rather fed up. He went to bed without a story, and he hardly slept at all. Meanwhile, Ralfy had found another house with plenty of books to pinch. He opened the trapdoor, and when he started taking the books, he didn't realise that this time he was in big trouble. He had burrowed up into PC Puddle's house. Well, what have we here then? Said PC Puddle. Could it be a little bunny book thief? Arthur was right. PC Puddle called Arthur straight away and told him he caught the culprit red-handed. Please come to the police station first thing tomorrow to identify your bunny book thief, he said. Easy, thought Arthur. There can't be many rabbits that have a "I love books" t-shirt on. Or can there? Arthur was wrong. He had never seen so many rabbits, and they were all wearing them. This was going to be harder than he thought. Can you see Ralfy anywhere? Which one was Ralfy? But then, PC Puddle pressed a big red button and an alarm bell rang. A conveyor belt of goodies started moving in front of the bunny lineup. As lettuce leaves, carrots, apples and dandelions whizzed by, all the rabbits began to feast. All except one. There was one rabbit that wasn't really interested in all the carrots or all the lettuces, because he had his eyes on a very special treat coming by. Ooh. He was getting so excited because it was getting nearer and nearer and nearer. It was a big pile of books. Aha! Gotcha! You are in big trouble, said PC Puddle. I'm so sorry, stammered Ralfy. I just can't get enough books. You mustn't just go around stealing books, said PC Puddle. You'll have to go and put them all back. Suddenly, Arthur began to feel sorry for Ralfy. After all, it was only because he loved books so much that he had managed to get himself into trouble. No, Arthur jumped in front. I know. If you want lots and lots of books to borrow, said Arthur, I know exactly where you can get them. Where do you think it is he's going to take him? Arthur decided. Ooh, can you see the clue? He decided to take him to The library! There were so many amazing books at the library. Oh, he couldn't wait. He looked around and he saw them everywhere. Books towering up on shelves, all different colours, all different front covers, all different stories about giants, about racing cars, about Vikings, about elephants, about animals. He was so excited. Ralphie and Arthur are now book buddies, and they love reading together whenever they can. They, especially Ralphie, always take the books back because their library is their favourite place, and they always want to make sure there's books there now.